Good evening, folks. I'll put it to you this way. I got lots of words to say about this current president. But I'm going to make this plain and simple. He's a failure. Let's start. All he did was buy votes. Buy votes from obviously from the socialist voters. He wanted to buy votes from them. They're obviously now regretting voting for him. Let's do this. He promised free education. That didn't work. And he promised more jobs. What jobs? There's more jobs. We're losing jobs. Look at Kenworth plant. They're losing more jobs even as we speak. 350 layoffs expected in September. Gas prices are soaring. And food stamps are going up. Not food stamp prices, but stamps to send out postage stamps are going up. According to the post office, they're going up. It's from 55 cents to 58 cents. This is beyond ridiculous. And then let's see here else. And all these liberals who defend him say, oh, it's because it's out of his control. It only happens on certain things. I have a hard time believing that. Because if you look at the past, when a Republican was in office, the gas prices were down. But when a Democrat gets in office, the gas prices go up. And then it was like that for 8 long years when Obama was in office. When Trump took office, the gas prices went down. Now, Biden is now in office. The game went back up. So explain that to me, would ya? Same with, and then we got all these layoffs going on. And then, instead of actually telling people to go out and get a job like Trump did, forcing people to get jobs, Biden just keeps giving out stimulus checks to live off of stimulus checks. And telling people they should live rent-free. Which is not how this world works. I mean, I have friends who are landlords. And they, for one thing, would know one thing. They said this to me, for one thing. In order to evict someone, you'd have to sell the property. They would either have to buy the property or move out. Because they're not paying rent. That's how they do it. Either sell the property because they're not paying rent, according to state laws. Here in Ohio, because they're friends from Ohio. But according to the according to the U.S. Supreme Court, the 6-3 decision, big victory for conservatives. Because they upheld the rule where it's supposed to be where if you don't pay rent, then you get evicted. Which is how it should be. Which is how it always has been when you start renting property. If you don't pay rent, out you go. See ya. I want my money. If you don't pay your rent, I'm going to the courthouse to write an eviction notice, and I'm going to put it on your door. You are gone. Pay the rent, or don't get it. But in California, Michigan, and one other state, they put a freeze on that. But they're doing everything they can. Democrats are doing everything they can to put a freeze on that. Which is not right. They want everything they can to prevent anyone from getting out. I understand, I see where they're coming from. But on the flip side, how are landlords supposed to make ends meet if they don't get the money, if they don't get the rent money? I mean, according to the rules and regulations, The tenants are supposed to pay the bills. The tenants are somewhat responsible for the property themselves.
It's going to be a lot slower in comparison to Spectrum.
I would 100% go with Spectrum.
The tenants are responsible for the electric bill and all that other stuff. I mean, they gotta pay the bill themselves. But who's gonna foot the bill? And as of Afghanistan, he said he was gonna pull all the troops out. And what does he do shortly after an attack goes on? He attacks back. And just like that, we're right back at war with the Taliban. And he said we wouldn't be at war with the Taliban with anyone else again. Well, guess what? We're at war again. He says we shouldn't be at war again. Well, guess what? The 20-year war just began all over again. Instead of just eliminating one thing, we should eliminate all of them. Like Trump said, if it was up to me, I would make sure I'd take all my stuff with me, not just some of them. I'd make sure all of my stuff gets taken away. I'd make sure everything, and like George Bush said, George W. Bush said, we do not negotiate with terrorists. And what is he doing? Negotiating with terrorists. I'm sorry, but we do not negotiate with terrorists. And what does Donald Trump do? This is his opinion. He said this at a rally not too long ago. I would go out and bomb every single base after I get all my troops out. Not leave a single bit of thing, not leave one piece of anything behind. Every base, not a single weapon, American weapon behind. All bases destroyed. That's literally what we need to do. Do not leave anything behind. Well, with that being said, I'm out of here. Hit the like button, hit the bell, get notifications. With that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.